before there was a sanctuary on Hampton Street. 1 century ago, 2 years after the deadly Spanish flu pandemic of 1918, the place across the tracks from Kensington, unwanted in Kensington, unwanted in Garrett Park. Ken-Gar, an African-American enclave founded 3 decades earlier by freed men and women, just 1 generation out of slavery. In these times of oppression and segregation, a handful of believers called by the Lord, including the Reverend W.B. Cave, met in the home of Carrie Davis, a homemaker, domestic worker, and community treasure. This was the beginning of the First Baptist Church of Ken-Gar. A charter was obtained from Mount Calvary Baptist Church. First Baptist was served by working preachers who cared for their families and the disciples. The church, its leaders, and membership served as pillars of a community dealing with adverse conditions, various hardships, and an unpredictably changing world. Yet they remained close-knit and protective. Among the 10 pastors who've been leaders at First Baptist, the Reverend James W. Murphy served with sacrificial dedication and vision during nearly half of the church's first century.
Church, I'm on the battlefield for my Lord, on the battlefield for my Lord, and I promised him that I'd serve him till I die. Well, I'm on the battlefield for my Lord.
It was under the leadership of Pastor Murphy that First Baptist moved into its current location. Sister Carrie Davis was present for the dedication. The new building was completed in 1974, and the mortgage was retired in 1987. A large cloud of witnesses supported the ministry down through the years and now reside in the presence of our Lord. "100 years of sacrifice of time, treasure, and talent, and the kingdom building goes on with service to others and our God." "100 years of praise, making a joyful noise unto the Lord." For decades, First Baptist has been a part of the Montgomery County Singing Convention and has worshiped with other churches.
I got Jesus. 2018, another chapter emerged with the installation of the Reverend Norman Hall as the 10th pastor.
And at his side, Reverend Lisa Weathers Hall, First Lady.
I really love the Lord.
I promise to pray for you. If you start your day and you wonder if anybody has prayed for you that day, I want you to have the assurance in your heart and in your spirit that I have prayed for you.
First Baptist always has been and always will be a part of the community. We are good neighbors. We witness and we serve. Our ministry is within and outside the walls. We are a loving fellowship. Due to the COVID-19 outbreak, our church and others were unable to meet safely in the sanctuary. And so, wherever you are this morning, God is with us. Now, these are highly unusual circumstances. I would have never imagined speaking to you instead of being in the sanctuary, but from Bedside Baptist. I used to attend regularly when I was outside of the church, and now I'm delivering a message from there. Now, this morning, what was a setback due to local health safety restrictions turned out to be a setup for our Lord, because far more people started attending and supporting the ministry through our virtual services.
He's the same God that was with the founders of this church 100 years ago, with their parents trying to survive through Jim Crow and Reconstruction and emancipation and American bondage. And this same God is with us now, right now, through this disaster that we're going through, this disaster that has been made worse by our government. We must remember at all times, God is with us.
With God on our side, there is no challenge this ministry cannot overcome as we move forward with faith into the next century. The God of 1920 and 2020 shall reign forever.